Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to the Athenium Astrologicum. We're finally here, we are finally level 60 Astrologian. All we've got left is one job quest to deal with Donald Suvist Trump. No relation. Lviv, what do you think of him? There is no other path for me to take. If I do not give myself up, I will be putting the only family I have left in danger. And I cannot bear such a burden. You may accompany me if you wish, but know that by doing so you put yourself in grave danger for no reason other than your pride. Well, dude's gonna build a wall to keep out the Duskwights, so he's making this personal, isn't he, Johnny? Celestial opposition. Stuns all nearby enemies. Okay, and we'll extend any card benefits. That's pretty handy. The Hands of Fate. Alright, let's see what the Hands of Fate have for us, Jeanne-Equinard. Ethys, I am quite aware that the mere notion of accompanying Lviva to the answering quarter is bordering on absurd. I cannot in good faith abandon our good friend in her time of need, not after all we have been through. I am joyed to see that you have come to the same conclusion as well. Don't put words in my mouth. You two are foolish. But I would not trade friends such as you for all the gold in the Aurum Vale. Lviv, I've been in there. There's not all that much gold in the Aurum Vale. There's a lot of poisonous gold pools. Don't be fooled. Oh, there you go, Johnny. But there is no gold in the... My lady, might I ask you to entertain a second option? You said that your father's diary contained a document which implicates Suvest in Rufine's murder. What if, and I fully understand the enormity of this if, but what if Suvest has yet to lay eyes on that document? Suppose he only took the diary to provoke you. If we could somehow retrieve it before you boarded his airship, then we would have a bargaining chip of our own. But this man is the leader of the bibliotheques. Their sole purpose in life is the hoarding of knowledge. Of course he read the diary. And knowing Suvest, the document would have been set to flame the moment he discovered it. Unless we told him that there was another document, one that I removed from the diary to have examined, one that was not in the diary when he stole it. Of course there is no such page, but it'd be easy enough to draft something up from memory of what I saw. Something that would appear official from a distance. It might just work. Though there is always the chance that he may simply attempt to take the document by force. Were that to happen, we would be fortunate to escape with our lives. Suvest is a formidable astrologian. Some say he even possesses the power to stop time. But I thought those were only... No, we mustn't think of that. There is little time left before the scheduled meeting in the answering quarter. Lady Lviva's plan is all we have. If we are to save both her and her family, we must act and trust that the stars will guide us to victory. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's fucking do it. Apologies to everyone if I'm sounding a bit nasally and gross. It seems to happen like every other week, but I've got some pretty bad hay fever at the moment, so I'm sure that's coming across in my voice. But not gonna let that stop us. Alright, let's see if he's gonna take the bait then. Hello, Quimmy? What's happened here? What do you mean? Oh, you mean to the city? You need to read up on your history, mate. This is where my people lived, where my father was born and raised, where he became an astrologian, where he took his first steps on the path that would lead us all here. He was not a Sharlayan, not even a Hurrian. He was an Eorzean, like Jeanne-Equinard and Quimperane. Even you, Ethys. Wait. Lviv is Hur. Now, the only other half Hur, half Elizan we've seen had the pointed ears. So, maybe Lviv is half Elizan? Maybe she's like half Ro or half Lalafell or something. I mean, she's pretty short. She's pretty short. What do you think, Johnny? Less than a score of summers have come and gone since I last set foot on the paths of contemplation. Yet this place appears as if it hasn't been inhabited for centuries. Nature is the greatest of levelers, Jeanne Equinard. She provides us with what we need, but when we are done with it, she is quick to take back what is, and always has been, rightfully hers. There is still time before Sylvestre is to arrive. I would like to take a walk and see where my father lived, just knowing that I tread the same ground as he may grant my mind peace. I totally missed that whole freaking paragraph of dialogue, sorry everyone. But I think Jeanne Equinard was suggesting that he knew where Lviv's old man, Rufine, lived. We're gonna go check it out. Not all of the conversations Rufine and I had here were pleasant. He was a fiery spirit who, once an idea had filled his head, would make it his whole life, regardless of how outlandish it was. Reintroducing Sharlayan astrology to Eorzea's one such idea. I was against it at first, knowing firsthand how traditionalist the people of my city-state were. But your father overwhelmed me with his passion. It was not long before I, too, found myself a disciple of his vision. What happened here? Quimmy is just lost for words. Completely dumbstruck. I wonder if my father knew that one day I would be here, standing under the same sky he did. Did he know that he would have a daughter who was as stubborn as he? A daughter who put her life and the lives of those she loved in danger because of an unfulfilled dream? I think he did. And I think if he were here now, he would be proud. Proud that I at least tried. Proud that I did not let fate control me, but that I rather walked hand in hand with that fate down a path my father left, not only for me, but for all those who would carry in their hearts the same dream. I believe he would be as well, Lady Lviva. Though I did not fully realize it until recently, these past moons it has been as if Rufine was here by my side once again. The passion, the stubbornness, the talent. I do not think he would stand idly by as Sylvestre had his way, and so I believe neither should we. Thank you, Jeanne. I know I have been hard on you, but it is only because you were an incompetent astrologian with an aversion to training. Not because you were anything but a good man. Wow, what a backhanded compliment. And a good friend. Oh, okay, alright, well that's okay then. You're a shitty astrologian, but you know, you're a good dude. Now let us see what the stars have in mind for us today. I love that Plague Doctor's mask. Look at that fucking thing. It's so great. Again, using the bolder planisphere, I didn't, I don't know, I just never got around to investing in a primal one for Astrologian, and honestly, esoterics are pretty valuable to me right at the moment. Fate is but a suggestion. Remember that. Sylvestre is not a man to be late. He will be here. Actually, before we do that, why don't we get ourselves prepared a little bit? What do we got? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And stone skin protect. Alright, that should do us. Let's go. Ever so predictable, Lviva. I am sorry to inform you there has been a change of plans. There will be no return to your homeland. No tear-filled reunion with your grandfather. No trial, only a sentence. And that sentence shall be carried out here by mine hand. You see, after reading your father's diary, it became clear that you and your wretched friends know too much. You would not believe how long I have been searching for that document. The last one that connected me to your father's unfortunate accident. I tracked down and had all the others destroyed, but this one has eluded me for almost 2 decades. He's got that same bloody fluoro green gang. Oh, it's so good. The last? Jane Ethys? It appears we are left with but a single path. There was only ever one, my lady, and we shall see it to the end. Okay. Well, it appears that Sylvestre also has the boulder planisphere, so at least we're on even ground here. Am I hitting all of them there? Okay. Well, he's surely gonna summon some more dudes. Oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. Alright, let's deal with the healer. These guys really, really do have a ridiculous gang dress. I mean, there's the tunnel snakes, and then there's the bibliotheques. If you barbarians are... Oh, okay. Let me show you why the barbarians cannot be allowed to have this knowledge. Sylvestre plots something ill. Do not let down your guard. Oh. Uh-oh. Now this is interesting. They are regular cards. The arrow rules the spread. Oh, what just happened? We just automatically got haste from the arrow. Okay. I don't know, did Lviv do that? Celestial stasis. Alright. That looks like that might be something we want to, I just completely wasted Collective Unconscious, didn't I? Ignore that. Just ignore that. Oh, I see. Okay, well he does have time magics, which sort of begs the question of why he hasn't used them before. Well, that's alright, I think we got him. Yeah! Wait. If you wish to see your grandfather live, you will not kill me. That was never our intention, Sylvestre. No, I only wish to ask a few simple favors. The first being the return of my father's diary. You will then send word back to the old world to have my grandfather released immediately. And finally, you will return to Sharlayan and report to the forum that I've disappeared and am presumed deceased. Fail to do these things, and I shall tell the Forum all I know of your involvement in my father's death. I doubt they will be as generous with their mercy as I. And what? You shall remain here and continue to spread our knowledge across this worm-eaten realm like it was sweet cream butter? You know not what you do. The barbarians of this realm have shown that they can only use knowledge to destroy each other. They corrupt it, they lessen it, and then they forget it. They never once have shown that they are worthy of the knowledge they so defile. And yet you would still give it to them. Very well, I shall do as you ask. But know that the Forum is ever listening, ever watching. Should you continue your escapades here in Ishgard, they will find out. And they will send others until they have succeeded where I have failed. Then you'd best make certain they do not. You are a powerful man who also happens to be a master of lies and deceit. I pray the task should not prove too difficult, and if it does, well then I can always show them what manner of a man you truly are. I do not think there will be need for that. Sylvestre, however wicked, is not a fool. He will not sacrifice what he has spent the last 2 decades building over a girl he, even with his back to the cobbles, sees as inferior. Especially if you have offered him a means of accomplishing it without causing him to lose face. His pride, of course, will ache, but it's not a little wine cannot cure. You are right, Jean Equinard. Something I never thought I would admit, at least out loud. So, does this mean you will remain in the sea and continue your teachings? Of course I will. There is the pending contract with House Durandare, my obligations to the Convictors and the Hunters of Tailfeather, and then, of course, there is the matter of your incomplete training. If memory serves me, you have still only opened half of the Heaven's Gates. Lazy Jean Equinard. Well, what do you think of that sick burn? Truth be told, I have no idea how he survived that battle. Think of it a moment. Sylvestre could stop time. Perhaps fate has a stronger pull than I imagined. Or perhaps I've merely evolved into an all-powerful Astrologian. Likely the former. Jean Equinard, it wouldn't have anything to do with the fucking Warrior of Light standing right here, would it? That would just be insane, wouldn't it? Yeah, Quimmy, I know what has happened here. Oh! You may recall a time when I pulled my lord aside and spoke of how I did not trust my master's heathen magics. Well, I still do not trust his. But Lady Leviva's and yours? A man my age should not have lasted a half bell in that last battle. Hells, I still cannot believe we fended off those pirates in Limsa Lominsa. I could not have survived this long without you, Lord Ethys. Should you ever have need of my sword, you need only ask. See, Quimmy knows the score, Johnny. Listen to your butler. Well, things did not go completely as planned, but we arrived at the fate intended for us nonetheless. That's pretty easy to say in hindsight, isn't it, Lviv? Now the question is, what do we do with this fate we have been granted? I believe this warrants another reading, but perhaps after we've had a bite to eat. Alright, there we go. Well, here we are. Quimmy? Alright, same thing. Alright, I assume that Lviv is going to be upstairs telling us the same thing. Jane, let's close the circle. Ah, Ethys. You were just in time to greet the Athenium's newest member. May I present you with Lord Rufine? Oh dear. Why the surprise? But I believe I know the answer. Your senses are doubtless reeling from having witnessed poor Lady Leviva's tragic end in the hinterlands. A wink. Now, you know she didn't actually wink there, so I can only assume that she said wink. Contrary to popular opinion, I was not murdered at all, but merely on a long and winding journey that has finally brought me back to Ishgard so that I may teach the secrets of Sharlayan astrology once again. I mean to show the people that fate is a path that need not be walked in darkness, that the stars can be used to light the way. And my first lesson? That those who oppose this celestial guidance shall be doomed to mark time for all eternity. Now, Lviv, if you wanted to pass off as your old man, my advice might have been to lose the eye makeup. Although her grandfather was wearing a lot of makeup as well, so maybe that's just an astrologian thing. I'm not judging, you know. Celestial opposition, very nice. Yeah, divinations of astrologians to stand in the echo of the planisphere, hemisphere, spanosphere, whamosphere, the stars in our faults. I get it. And where is it? Celestial opposition. Where can we put that? Let's put that on shift 1. Because that's where I tend to put my stuns. Alright, well, apologies again everyone that I'm sounding a little bit under the weather. If it's any consolation, I'm pretty sure that I'm feeling a lot worse than I sound, as might have been evidenced by the way I absolutely face rolled through that fight with Sivist. I have no idea what was going on. Anyway, that's wow, that brings our Astrologian journey to a close. Wow, how do I feel about that? I don't know, the journey's starting to grow on me. I think I might miss that old wannabe Duskwipe. Anyway, as I mentioned in the last episode, we did have a poll on which was going to be the next class and job series that we're embarking upon. And I'll just check that now. I'm pretty certain that Summoner's winning, last I checked. And yeah, okay, there you go. So Summoner is actually winning by more than 20 points. So you're going to be seeing in the next week or so, we're going to be embarking on a new quest with a new alt as an Arcanist in Limsa Laminsa. We're going to be following the Arcanist class quests and into the Summoner job quests, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much for joining me on this journey. It really was a journey, wasn't it? And until next time, cheerio.